Hello. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon po sa ating lahat. Today, December 17, 2024, Tuesday, we have scheduled procurement activity for goods and services. But before we start, may we request everyone to please stand for the prayer to be led by Engineer General Picueto. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Dear God, we thank you for everyone gathered here today and ask that you surround us with your powerful, life-changing us. Thank you for loving each of us and calling us to walk with you. We come before you as we meet and declare our dependence on you. Be a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. Fill our hearts with your love, fill our words and conversations with truth and grace. We ask all of these things in praise and adoration of you. Amen. And the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Thank you, Engineer Cueto. And for the determination of the quorum and for the roll call of today's attendees, may we request the head of the DOC Secretariat, Engineer Randy Caballo.
Thank you po, ma'am, and good afternoon po sa ating lahat. For the roll call of our attendees for today's procurement activity, opening of bids for goods. Let's start with our back DPWH members. Engineer Julian Ibanyo, Ms. Marilos C. Rosaria, and our back DPWH head, Engineer Cyrus Walter T. Tordesillas. For our back secretariat members, Engineer Jeneline P. Cueto, Engineer Julie Margaret B. Rita Blanca, and yours truly, Engineer Randy Caballo, back secretariat head. And for our provisional members for goods and services, Mr. Charles Nino M. Sumara. Magandang hapon po. And our back provision members for all types of procurement, Engineer Michael Alwin D. Castillo. Natural to serve po. And for our regular members, Engineer Bayapiano M. Banaan Jr. Engineer Florencia G. Cordova. And our back vice chairperson, Ms. Mara Michelle Aramiro.
Present po, good afternoon po.
And that's all po, ma'am. And to start our opening of bids, we're calling again our back vice chairperson, ma'am.
Right, thank you, Engineer Caballes. And considering that they're being present in this conference room, 5 members out of 7 of the members of the Bids and Awards Committee, there is hereby established a quorum. And then for today, we have scheduled 7 projects categorized under goods and services and under small value procurement. And for the information of everyone, the conduct of opening for today's project, it will be conducted by the members of the Bids and Awards Committee, and of course, we will be assisted by the members of DPWH and DOC Secretariat. So to start, first we have contract ID number 24GDB0123. Supply of bucket and Manlift attachment for Bobcat skid steer loader and Hino Boomtruck with an approved budget for this contract amounting to 725,450 pesos. Next, we have contract ID number 24GDB0124, supply of minor equipment for use in implementation of various maintenance activities with an approved budget for this contract amounting to 689,010 pesos. Number 3, contract ID number 24GDB0125. Supply of materials for the repair and maintenance of damaged concrete and bituminous pavement along various national roads, Batangas 1st Legislative District, with an approved budget for this contract amounting to 999,600 pesos. Fourth project, we have contract ID number 24GDB0126. Supply of materials for the repair and maintenance of damaged bituminous pavement, sealing bituminous pavement along Diokno Highway, kilometer 0080 plus 600 to kilometer 0082 plus 000 Intermittent, Payapa, Ibaba, Lemery, Batangas, with an approved budget for this contract amounting to 548,310 pesos. For our fifth project, we have contract ID number 24GDB0127. Supply of materials for the repair and maintenance of road slip along Diokno Highway, kilometer 0085 plus 000 kilometer 0086 plus 000, with an approved budget for this contract amounting to 971,985 pesos. Sixth project, we have contract ID number 24GDB0128. Supply of materials for the repair and maintenance of road slip along Ternate-Nasugbu Road, with an approved budget for this contract amounting to 480,375 pesos. And lastly, we have contract ID number 24GDB0129. Supply of additional laboratory apparatus or equipment with an approved budget for this contract amounting to 295,618 pesos and 35 centavos. So may we request the members of the Bank Secretariat and Bank DPWH for the retrieval of our prospective bidders or contractors or suppliers for the said project. For our first project, contract ID number 24GDB0123. We have two bidders. We have JPLC Trading and RJRMJ Enterprises. For our next project, we have contract ID number 24GDB0124. Again, we have two prospective bidders or suppliers. We have first ADE, Supplies and Equipment Trading, and NBL Trading. For our third project, contract ID number 24GDB0125, we have two contractors or bidders. We have Trade Firm Rich Star Corporation or Company. And then we have NBL Trading. For our fourth project, we have contract ID number 24GBB0126. Again, we have two bidders. We have MG Berenia Trading and Sigma Trading Company. For our fifth project, contract ID number 24GBB0127. Again, we have two contractors. First, we have GLL 818 Consumer Goods Trading and Liam David Builders and Supply. And for our sixth project, contract ID number 24GBB0128, we have again two suppliers. We have Sigma Trading Company and MG Berenia Trading. And For our last project, contract ID number 24 GDB 0129, we have loan supplier. For this project, we have NQA Trading. So we will now proceed po with the manual checking of the envelopes or the bid envelopes of the our prospective suppliers or bidders to check if if the documents pertaining to eligibility documents are present in the said envelope. Thank you. Okay, so moving on po with the results of the initial screening or preliminary evaluation of the documents of our bidders. So beginning with contract ID number 24GBD0123 with our first supplier, RJRMJ Enterprises. So RJRMJ Enterprises was able to submit a copy of Phildex Platinum Registration, Mayor's Permit, Income or Business Tax Return, and its Omnibus Sworn Statement with DTI or set authorized maybe to be submitted prior to the award of purchase order should there be issuance in his favor or in favor of RJRMJ. So RJRMJ passed the initial screening process, considering that all the enumerated or mentioned documents are present in its submitted envelope. And so the total amount or quotation submitted by RJRMJ for this project or for this contract supply of Bobcat and Manlift attachment for Bobcat skid steer loader and Hino Boomtruck is in the amount of 725,000 pesos, 725,000. And our other bidder or supplier, we have JPLC Trading. So JPLC likewise was able to pass the initial screening or preliminary evaluation of its technical documents or eligibility documents, considering also that it submitted the previously enumerated eligibility requirements consisting of field checks, platinum registration, mayor's permit, income or business tax return, and omnibus warning statement. And the total amount of quotation provided by JPLC is 724,600 pesos. 724,600. So for this particular project, the one with the lowest quotation is JPLC Trading. Again, at its total amount of quotation amounting to 724,600 pesos. 724,600. For our next contract ID number 24GBB0124, we have two suppliers. First, we have ADE Supplies and Equipment Trading. So ADE, upon initial screening or preliminary examination of its document, it was able to provide the following: field checks, platinum registration, mayor's permit, income or business tax return, and the omnibus warning statement. So it passed the initial or preliminary screening of its eligibility documents, and the total amount of quotation submitted by ADE Supplies is 688,246 pesos and 50 centavos. 688,246.50. And the other bidder is NBL Trading. So NBL also passed the initial or preliminary examination, considering again that all the documents required for its eligibility must be presented or submitted in its request for quotation. And the total amount of quotation provided by NBL Trading is 687,710 pesos and 63 centavos. 687,710.63. So in this case, the one with the lowest quotation is NBL Trading. Again, the amount of quotation of 687,710 pesos and 63 centavos. 687,710.63. For our third project, 24 GBB 0125. We have our first supplier is Prefer Rich Star Company. So with Prefer passed the initial or preliminary examination of the eligibility documents, considering that the following are present in its submitted application: copy of the field jets, platinum registration, mayor's permit, income tax or business tax return, and the omnibus loan statement. So the total amount of quotation submitted by Prefer is 998,981 pesos and 17 centavos. 998,981.17. And the other bidder is NBL Trading. Again, so NBL was able to pass the preliminary screening or evaluation of its eligibility documents, considering that all the documents required are present in its submitted request for quotation. And the total amount of quotation of NBL Trading is 999,000 pesos only. 999,000. So for this particular project, the one with the lowest quotation is Prefer Rich Star Company, again in the amount of 998,981 pesos and 17 centavos. 998,981.17. For our fourth project, contract ID number 24 GDB 0126. So our first bidder or supplier, Sigma Trading Company. So Sigma Trading passed the preliminary or initial screening of its eligibility documents, considering that the following are present: field jets, platinum registration, mayor's permit, income or business tax return, and its omnibus loan statement. So the total amount of quotation submitted by Sigma is 547,905 pesos only. Again, 547,905 pesos only. 547,905. And the other supplier is MG Berenia Trading. So MG Berenia also was able to pass the initial or preliminary evaluation of its eligibility documents, and considering also that all the documents mentioned are present in its submitted envelope. And the total amount of quotation provided for MG Berenia Trading is 547,525 pesos only. 547,525. So in this case, the one with the lowest quotation is MG Berenia at its total amount of 547,525 pesos only. 547,525. For our fifth project or contract, we have contract ID number 24 GDB 0127. So our first contractor or supplier is Liam Davy Builders and Supply. So Liam Davy passed the initial screening or evaluation of its eligibility documents, considering that the following are present: field jets, platinum registration, mayor's permit, income or business tax return, and omnibus loan statement. And the total amount of quotation provided by Liam Davy is 970,410 pesos only. 970,410. And the other bidder, GLL 818 Consumer Goods Trading. So it was also declared or upon initial evaluation of its eligibility documents, it passed considering that all the previously enumerated eligibility requirements are present in the envelope. So the total amount of quotation provided for by GLL 818 is 968,580 pesos. 968,580. So the one with the lowest quotation in this particular project is GLL 818. Again, at its total amount of quotation amounting to 968,580. 968,580 pesos. And for our last project, for our sixth project, we have contract ID number 24GDB0128. So for this particular contract, again, we have our first two bidders. First bidder is MG Barenya Trading. So MG Barenya passed the initial screening or evaluation of its document, considering that the following are present: field checks, platinum registration, mayor's permit, income or business tax return, and omnibus warrant statement. So the total amount of quotation submitted by MG Barenya is 479,200 pesos only. 479,200. And the other bidder is Segma Trading Company. So Segma Trading passed also the initial screening, considering that all the enumerated eligibility documents or requirements are present in the submitted envelope. And so for Segma, the amount of quotation provided or submitted is 479,860 pesos only. 479,860. And for this particular project, the one with the lowest quotation is MG Barenya Trading, again at total amount of 479,200 pesos. 479,200. And for our last project, contract ID number 24GDB0129. So in this particular contract or project, we have the loan supplier, MQA Trading. So MQA Trading, upon initial screening, it passed the preliminary examination, considering that the following are present in its document: field checks, platinum registration, mayor's permit, omnibus warrant statement, and so, considering also that the said documents are present, MQA Trading, being a loan bidder, submitted a total amount of quotation amounting to 294,500 pesos only. 294,500. Other questions po? There being no more concerns or questions regarding the coverage or the projects subject of our procurement activity, and there being no more other additional projects to be opened. And of course, for the information of everyone, considering that this is also this is under small value procurement, still we will have to go through with the usual evaluation and post qualification process. Whatever be the results, it will be always be subject to compliance to whatever documents that may be needed during the post-qualification of the evaluation or to take evaluation of the quotation, submitted quotation. So with that, we hereby declare the conduct of this procurement activity as hereby adjourned. Thank you very much for and good afternoon.